Alright, welcome to class. Our topic today is logarithms. Logarithms. And if you're conversant with mathematics in senior secondary class, you will know that logarithm and indices works hand in hand. They're like twins. So today we'll be talking, we are looking at logarithm. Now, when you, from our right up here, the logarithm to base A of a number P is the index X to which A must be raised to be equal to P. Now, what do they mean? P equals to A raised per X. This is what we were given. P equals A raised per X. Then how do we write it out in logarithm? They said the logarithm to a base of A, that's log base A, of a number P is the index X to which A must be raised to be equals to P. So when you have P equals to A raised per X, the logarithm will be the log of that P. The A that is raised to X will be the base of the log, while the X all this logarithm will now be equals to X. So the relation log P base A equals X and A raised per X equals P are equivalent to each other. If you look at it, we'll get a logarithm this from this place. So when it is written this way, we call it index form. It is written in index form. For example, if you're given 1,000 and you're asked to write in index form, it will be written 10 raised to, how many tens will you multiply? We're going to multiply 10 in 3 places. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000. So that will be 10 raised per 3. Now if you're going to write this in logarithm, this is in index. Now if you now write log P base A equals X, we call it logarithmic form. Now let's go to our examples. The first example, write each of the following index form in their logarithmic form. The first question is 1 equals to 49 raised per 0. The second question, 8 equals to 64 raised per half. Then the third question, 81 equals to 9 raised per 2. We are asked to write it in logarithm form, like this. Alright, so we will continue. Now to write our question in logarithm form, the first question is 1 equals to 49 raised per 3. Remember, they told us, if you're writing in if you're writing in logarithm form, log of the number equals the number that is carrying the powers. Log of the numbers base the number that is carrying the powers equals the power. Log of this number base this number, which is 49, it's the one carrying that power raised per 0. It's the one carrying the 0. So log of 1 base 49 equals 0. So that's why we're having log 1 base 49 equals 0. Let's go to question 2. 8 equals 64 raised per half. Now it will be log 8 base 64 equals half. Log 8 base 64 equals half. Now let's go to the third one. 81 equals 9 raised per 2. That will be log 81 base 9 equals 2. So let me repeat it. Log of the number you're given equals the number that is carrying, log of the number you're given, base the number that is carrying the power equals the power. 8 is the number you're given, base 64 that is carrying the power of half equals half. So let's go to example 2. Write each of the following logarithms forms in their index forms. Write each of the following logarithm forms in their index form. Index form means that you will take it back to something like this. Remember, I said this is index form. This is logarithmic form. So We have log of 32 base 2 equals 5. Log of 0.125 base half equals 3. Now, if you are changing back, these two will carry this power of 5, and 32 will be alone. Now, log of 32 base 2 equals 5. Log of 32 base 2 equals 5. Then, 2 raised power 5 equals 32. Now, if you multiply 2 raised power 5 means 2 in 5 places. You multiply 2 in 5 places. If you multiply 2 in 5 places, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. That means our answer is right. Let's go to the second one. Log of 0.125 base half equals 3. That will be 1 over 2, which is half, raised power 3. This raised power 3 equals 0.125. Now, 1 over 2 raised power 3 is the same thing as 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 times 1 over 2. And that will give us 1 over 8. Now, 1 over 8, if you try to do your long division method, we just want to check if this answer is right. If you do your long division method for 1 over 8, let's try it. Our answer is 1 over 8. 8 will be outside, 1 will be inside, because it is 8 that is dividing 1. So 8 in 1 is not possible. You write 0, you put a point, and you add 0 here. 8 in 10, 1. 8 times 1, 8. You have 2. Add 0. Now, if you're adding 0, you will ask me, why are we not adding another point here? We don't need a decimal point again because there's already 1 here. So 8 in 20, we have 2. 8 times 2, 16. That's 4. Then you add 0 again. 8 in 40, we have 5. 8 times 5, 40. We are done. If you look at our answer, 0.125. So that shows that what we've done here is right. Thank you for joining me.